Let's talk about this. We're talking about the end of the run. Aztecs play Fresno State. Meaningless game for San Diego State. Really bad season. Important game for Fresno State. Can they get into the playoffs in the Mountain West Conference? I've had injury problems at quarterback. But the bigger storyline should be, and sadly, nobody in this community seems to be talking about it nor care about it. These two guys saved San Diego State football. Talking about Brady Hoke, talking about his predecessor, Rocky Long. Their combined record between those two guys is 120 wins, 69 losses, and all those bowl games. And they inherited a program that had 11 straight losing seasons. They're really fallen off the radar. I had not done anything since the 1990s and the Marshall Faulk, very early years. So Brady, very emotional. His press briefings this week. Rocky, of course, went back to New Mexico, then went to Syracuse. They just fired the staff at Syracuse. So Rocky is probably headed back this way to retirement, but I don't think he wants to coach any longer. But history should write. Rocky, Brady saved San Diego State football. Whether people like the style or not, that record, 120 and 69, is really impressive. And I just think that there are a lot of people, a lot of alumni, student body that owe those guys, including Brady, despite the bad season, all those guys a real special thank you because they saved this thing. You know, way back in the 70s, there was talk that they were going to fold the program. They were going to do at San Diego State what was done at Pacific and Cal State Fullerton and Redlands. They were going to eradicate college football because they weren't winning and it was draining the coffers of the school. But those two guys saved it. So I think they're honorable men. I say thank you. And I'm going to miss them.
Well, you've had a relationship with Brady. I mean, you guys chat and hang out a little bit. But, you know, I'll tell you what, the fans, it seems like there's this mixed feeling, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, on one hand, we're like, yeah, they saved our program. And yeah, Hoke was a winner and we loved him and he's an honorable guy. But other people are saying, good riddance. Let's get him out of here. Let's get in a new coach. They do need to, how should I say, reform the system so they can have a high-powered West Coast offense. So hopefully the new guy comes in and is going to take care of it. But I think you have to tip your hat to Brady Hoke on the way out the door, even though this year and last year have been so frustrating.
And I think the reality is San Diego State has really suffered with the NIL issue, and the transfer portal has hurt them. They've lost 6 offensive linemen in 2 years.
Ooh.
Who have left for a wide variety of reasons. Couple defected, went to the NFL, should have never, ever done that. Others went into the transfer portal and got taken up by other schools, and some are playing and some are not playing. So the landscape of college football at this level, the group of 5 level, has really drastically changed. Mm-hmm. And I could read between the lines, and I'm a big believer in body language, that Brady was really upset that he could not control what college football had become. They don't have a lot of NIL money, and they kept getting their kids cherry-picked by Pac-12 schools, Big Ten schools. It was a big issue, and I think his frustration point was really sad. But it was interesting at the press conference. So we got done. There was hardly anybody there at the press briefing, and Brady always wraps up and says, "Any other questions, men?" So I raised my hand, and I said, "Hey, from this side of the room, Coach, we want to thank you for being a stand-up guy and hanging in there every Tuesday when we kept asking you questions about being in 3rd and long for your whole life on offense." He answered all the questions. And I said, yeah, sometimes we had to dig through 3 feet of coach speak to actually get the good quotes that we wanted from you, but we did that. And then I laughed at him. I said, while you were lecturing us about how to do our job, I said, I just picked up my cell phone, and on my cell phone, your wife has just put on social media the honeydew list for you when you retire. And I'll tell you, it's as thick as this press release. So you might want to consider coaching again. But I said, hey, in all honesty, the general consensus is Brady Hoke, Rocky Long. Brady Hoke saved San Diego State football. So I'm going to miss exchanging gunfire with him every Tuesday. But whoever they hire, I sure hope it has offensive genius stapled to his resume and his driver's license.
Yeah, I mean, we hope so too. And some of the candidates they've been discussing sound interesting. I mean, again, it's still very early, but Wicker said he's going to make a decision quickly, though, didn't he?
I would think in 2 weeks we'll have a new leader of Aztec football. I just hope it's somebody with offense in his DNA. Okay, let's go from college football. Let's go to